Next, we have Calvin Stovall, MPS 95, to introduce our next inductee. Good afternoon. In July 1954, the Booker Terrace Motel, a white-owned luxury motel catering to black travelers, opened its doors in the heart of Brownsville, a vibrant, predominantly African-American middle-class subdivision of Miami. The motel quickly became a popular black social center. In January 1961, a contest was held to rename the motel and apartments. The Booker Terrace underwent an extensive run of renovation, remodeling, and refurbishing. A Coconut Grove school teacher won the contest, and the property became known as the Hampton House. Dubbed the Jewel of Black Miami, the Hampton House Motel, also listed in the Green Book, was an oasis for African-American leaders, activists, performers, and professional athletes. Frequent visitors including Joe Louis, Jackie Robinson, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Lena Horne, Sam Cooke, James Brown, Nat King Cole, Nina Simone, and many others. Our CHS Cornell Hotelie Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. James Harold Bud Ward, served as general manager of the Booker Terrace Motel early in his hotel career, among other properties in Miami. Mr. Ward paved the way for African Americans in the hospitality industry. In 1952, he was the first African American to graduate from the Cornell Hotel School. His story is one of grit and determination in overcoming obstacles in his path during an era of extreme discrimination across the United States. He was a trailblazer who broke down barriers and refused to accept anything less than based on the color of his skin. In 1967, Mr. Ward stood in front of a room of more than 200 managers, all white, during a Marriott Hot Shops conference in Washington, D.C. He then read a 16-page speech sharing his level of discontent with the racial discrimination across the organization. He started his speech and blurted out, "I feel like a fly in a bowl of buttermilk." Love that. But no one laughed. You see, at the time, 70% of the company's 14,000 employees were African American, but they all worked as cooks, maids, or janitors. Mr. Ward eventually became the first African American senior vice president of that company and of a major hotel chain in the United States. Today, Marriott International Hotels ranks as one of the leaders in their non-discriminatory policies and practices in hirings and promotions. You see, African American contributions to the world of hospitality are too little known because they have been too little documented. My forthcoming book, Hidden Hospitality, Untold Stories of Black Hotel, Motel, and Resort Owners from the Pioneer Days to the Civil Rights Era, acknowledges and recognizes the entrepreneurial achievements of African Americans and uncovers yet another aspect of Black history too often ignored or intentionally left out of American history narratives. Throughout history, despite often tremendous opposition, African American hospitality pioneers built and operated first-class hotels and motels throughout the era of Jim Crow. Mr. Ward will be best remembered for opening up management opportunities for minorities and women during a challenging time for Blacks in America. He was yet another pioneer who worked feverishly behind the scenes to ensure African Americans were treated fairly and with dignity. Mr. Ward made an indelible contribution to the hospitality industry, but more importantly, he will be remembered for his bravery, his doggedness, his sacrifice, and his selflessness. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to induct Mr. James H. Bud Ward into the CHS Cornell Hotelie Hall of Fame. Yeah. And Here to accept the honor on behalf of his grandfather is his grandson, James Ward. Please welcome James to the stage.